Hello everyone. In this lecture, we will learn about echo command in shell scripting. Echo command is used to display a string or a value or a command's output. So now let's understand its syntax. So first you need to write echo, the command, and then with space you are going to write whatever string you want to display. Also, if you want to display a variable, so for that, if let's say I have a variable x in which I have stored some value 20. So instead of simply writing echo x, it is not going to display the value 20, but it will display x, because for this x is treated as a string. So to get the value of x, we have to precede this. There should be a prefix before this x, that is dollar symbol. So be careful that when we have to access the value of a variable, then you have to put forward this dollar symbol. Similarly, to see the output of a command, simply writing echo and then command is not going to give the output of the command. Rather, first you have to enclose it in these round brackets, and then before that you have to put this dollar symbol. I will also show you all these things with the help of the implementation part. Now there are also some options available with this echo command. The first option that you are given is -e, and E enables escape characters. So what are escape characters? If I use \n, then it is going to the effect of next. Similarly, \t is horizontal tab, \v is vertical tab. And what if I use this -n? It is going to omit display new line. It is going to omit means it is not going to display a new line. So the output will continue in the same line. So now better understand all these things with the help of the implementation. Now, as I've told you, simply if I write, I can display a string. So simply let's display a string. I want to display hello. So simply writing hello is going to display the output hello, as you can see. You can also enclose this into single quotes. Again, it is going to give you the same output, right? And then if I even enclose it in double quotes, also it is going to give you the same result. So in case of a string, either you just write it without quotes or in single quotes or in double quotes, all are going to give you the same result. What if I want to have a string which has more words? Here in this case, we had only one word. So I write echo, always be happy, right? So you can see that after echo, whatever you are going to write is considered as a string, and it is going to be displayed. And always be happy is being printed. Similarly, even if you put it into single quotes, again you get the same output, and similarly in double quotes. So echo command, when you have to display a string, is very simple. Fine. Now, what if I store a string into a variable? Let's understand that. So if I have a variable, let's say str, this is the name of the variable in which I am storing hello. Again, if I want to access the value of this, as I have told you, if you are going to write echo str, so after echo, whatever is there, it is just treated as a string. So it is going to display str, but not hello, which is the value of this variable. So for that, I have to prefix it with this dollar symbol, and now you can see that it is giving you this output. So similarly, even if you enclose this in single quote, right, and then also if you try to access the value, then also it is going to give you the same result. And what if I store it in double quotes? Then also the same value. Why I'm showing these for so many things? Why I'm taking so many cases? Because you will understand it with the coming cases. So here again, you want to display the result. So you can see that in all the cases, you can see this hello result. So simply if there is only one, there is a string which contains only one word. In that case, either you store it in single quotes or without quotes or in double quotes, it is going to give the same answer, same output. So now let's take a string s in which I am writing how are you. Now see what is going to happen. As I told you that previously, if you are storing only one word in a string, that is not going to create any difference in whatever way you are going to display it. But here you can see that it is going to give you error, because you can't store you can't store more than one words in the form of a string like this. So simply for that, you need to store it in single quotes. Fine. And then if you want to display the result of this, so simply writing echo S is not going to display the result, but prefix it with this dollar symbol, and now you can see how are you has been displayed. Similarly, what if I store it in double quotes? The same can be applicable here also. So again, let's see the output. Again, you are getting the same result. So be careful that when you have a string which has more than one words and you're trying to store it in a variable, in that case, you have to enclose it in single quotes or in double quote. This is the only exception. Now let's come back to storing some, displaying the result of a variable. Here we have seen in the form of a string. But now I want to display the value of a variable which has some integer value or some float value instead of string. Now I take a variable a in which I have stored, let's say 40, and I want to display it. So simply if I write echo a, as I am telling you, it is not going to give you the output. It is simply going to display a. So for that, you have to use this dollar symbol before the variable name. And now you can see 40 has been displayed. Similarly, what if I want to create some changes here? So for that, you can also write like this: value of a, simply. And you can see the result. Value of a is equal to 40. So you are enclosing this in the string, and this is going to fetch the value of a with the help of this dollar symbol. Fine. Now, what if I want to increment the value of a by 1? So will the output be same? Means will it be 41? No. You can see that it is treating it as a string. Though it has accessed the value of a, which is 40, but adding 1 is not going to create a change. So for that, what you need to do? Shall we enclose it in single quotes? No, because it is going to give you the error. So the best, the output, the right way is enclose it into double round brackets, and you can see that it is now showing you, earlier it was 40 and now it is showing you 40 plus 1, that is 41. Similarly, if you subtract 1 from a, then it will be 39, right? So this is how you can use variables, and you can also do some simple arithmetic operations. So I have taken a as 40 here, and let's also take one more variable b as 20. And now what I mean to say is I have to, let's add these two variables. I can simply write a plus b, and it will give you 40 plus 20 is 60. Similarly, let's say if you want to multiply them, you can do the same. So the result has been displayed, multiplication. So simply take the two variables or more than two variables and put it into this double in double round brackets, and then use a dollar symbol before that. Also, if you, let's say, want to multiply this and then you had to add 100, let's see what will be the output. So you can see that this is the output of this is 100, 800, and then when adding 100 is going to further increment this. So in this way, you can do simplification with the help of this echo command. Fine. Now the third option that I described in the initial part of this presentation was you can also display the output of a command. Now let's see. If I write echo and I write date, so for this, date will be treated as simply a string and is not going to give the actual value of the command date. So for that, you need to, shall we proceed just with this dollar symbol? You can see that it is not going to give you any output. So rather, you just have to enclose it into these brackets, and then before that you have to put this dollar symbol, and now you can see it is giving you the current date, that is Thursday 22nd October 2020, and this is the time, right? Similarly, if you want to see the output of some other commands, so in that case also you will simply write, so as I've told you, if you simply write any command, let's say pwd, present working directory, so it is going to just write pwd, but if you first enclose it into these brackets and before that you are going to put dollar symbol, you can see it is giving you the present working directory. So this is how we can use echo command to display the value of a string, to display a string or the value of a variable, or also the value of or the output of a command. And then the last part was that we discussed about the escape sequences and the options used with echo command. So in echo, if I write learn and grow, I have written simply this, and you can see learn and grow has been displayed. After that, if I use the escape sequence \n, which is used for next line, and let's see whether it is going to create this effect of next line or not. You can see that this \n is not enabled, and for that I have to already told you the option that we use here is -e. Now after that you can see the change. So you can see learn in one line, then \n is creating the next line, and then next line, and then grow. So in this way, learn and grow in different lines. Similarly, what if, so you got the point now? So this E option is enabling this escape sequence. So similarly, now we can use other escape sequences also. So I'm using T, that is tab. Now here you can see that there is a space between learn and, right? And again, a space between and grow. And that space is fixed, and that space is the space of a tab. After that, if I use V, that is vertical tab. So in that case also you will see the change. As you can see, learn and grow with vertical tab, and it is giving a shape of waterfall, right? So this was all about echo command. I hope you understood all the concepts related to echo command. And echo command is one of the most important command that is going to be used in the shell scripting. So to get more updates, stay tuned to my channel. Thank you so much.